Hey, hey, hey,
Yes,
hey.
that thing be jamming,
What's
huh?
up? What's up? Yes, hey, Reed, you you hit the spot with that one. Girl, you had me jamming in the background. Okay. What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to our second movie night, 90s movie night with Candy and Aries. Thank you all
Mhm.
for coming through. Thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you all enjoyed this movie as much as we did. Low Down Dirty Shame. Hopefully Aries can hit us some of that Evelyn Champagne King later on.
How I love man. Yeah. I'm gonna get my vocalizer ready for y'all.
What's good, Aries? How are you doing?
Oh, I am doing good, Candy. So, y'all, I just had to come out of town real quick, and I can't wait to tell y'all about it in the smoke session. So make sure that y'all tapping in for that. But otherwise, I'm doing great. What's up to the chat? Shout out to Kendall and Demarcus for always tapping in.
Yes. I can't wait to hear about that. Hopefully, there's no booger wolves in this story, okay? Because if some booger wolves in this story, baby, I don't know I don't
They
know.
better not enter. I'm gonna say that they ain't entered the storyline yet. They out. Stay in y'all lane.
Oh gosh, my lord. Okay, so Low Down Dirty Shame, featuring Keenan Winans, Jada Pinkett Smith as the stars of this movie. There are several others, but I'm gonna just speak about them right now. How did you feel about this movie? When did you first see it? When do you remember seeing it? And then how do you feel about it watching it now as a YouTuber?
Yes, Candy. I remember this being my jam back when I first seen it. I had to be in elementary school when it was out. So it was like, we definitely should not have probably been. It wasn't age appropriate, I'll say that. But it was funny because you had Keenan Ivory Wayans, the in living color man, to me as a kid, you got Jada. For real, this was kind of like my first time seeing Jada. And I was just always fascinated by how funny she was and how just so little she was and just feisty and acted a fool. And
A
with the
plum fool.
business too,
Okay.
nonetheless.
Yeah. I agree. I think I was maybe like 12 or 13 when this movie came out, so I was not of age. However, I do remember watching. I don't know whose house I was at. I just know it was not my parents' house because my parents' house is saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. So I didn't watch it at their house. I don't know where I watched this movie. But I did
Mm-mm.
enjoy it as a young adult. I enjoyed it as an adult because I watched it probably at least 50 times. And then this week I watched it at least I know 2 or 3 times. And I appreciate it a whole lot more because
Yeah.
I end up seeing like certain things that Keenan would say that I've heard before. I heard somebody, one of the characters mention one of his movies. What was the movie? Golly, I can't remember the movie. Oh shoot, it blew me. So anyway, yeah, so I enjoyed watching the movie and just seeing the different nuances of the people then and them now, like Jada as an actress now, how she's evolved from where she
Yes.
started, where Keenan started from with In Living Color, doing all the movies that he has done. I wish they would do more movies now. I don't know what the issue is, but I do enjoy his movies overall. And Wayman's character, I think he passed away before the movie premiered to complications of HIV. So I
Yeah.
wish we were able to see him in a few more movies. But he did give us a gem and something to remember him forever and always. So shouts out to him because he played a hell of a character and like his
Wow.
lines are memorable to me henceforth and always and forevermore. Like,
Right. Yes.
yeah.
Shout out to Wayman. And
Yes.
RIP to that man. Because, yeah, I feel like he would have still been around and still probably been working in the Wayans family network,
Mhm.
like Because they another group that just always be recycling the same actors, and it don't get tiring. It's like we
Right.
expect y'all to work with Regina King or just the crazy little people that be on Scary Movie all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the scary movie franchise. I don't know what happened with that, but
Right.
it was I enjoyed it, watching those movies with them because they did their things in their own way. They didn't
Yeah.
stick to they didn't stick to the cookie cutter standard. They went outside the box, which we really appreciate them for because hey, why do we need to be in the box? Take us
Really
outside.
creative, right? Oh, I
Yeah.
think the movie that they was referring with that was referenced, was it I'm Gonna Get You Sucker?
That's what it was. He said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Right. Yes. Because I was trying to focus in on that. I'm like, dang, I do remember that part too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Thank you, Kendall. Keenan mentioned a different world to Jada in conversation, I believe, at the time she was on that show. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yes. Okay, so the movie opens up with did it show? Is it showing?
Yeah, I see the thumbnail in the middle. There we go.
Okay, there
First
it is.
slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it opens up with Keenan Ivory Wayans looking back at some newspaper clippings, and pictures of him when he was in the police force, and then now you see him burning them. I think it says 5 died in a botched LAPD raid. And there was a lot of other clippings. I didn't get to get those pictures, but some bad happened, which we do find out what eventually happened with him and his fellow police officers due to some fugazi stuff by dealing with Charles. I'm saying Charles. What is his name in the movie? I forgot his name.
Rock.
Rock.
Dude,
Well, yeah,
Rock. We
I
still
forgot
don't
his
know his
name.
name. I think his name is Charles in this movie, huh?
I
Is
don't
it?
know. No, it's called, I don't know, child.
Dealing with Rock.
But we're gonna call him Rock. His name Rock. We're
Mhm.
gonna call him Rock. So Jada is she's posing as a housekeeper at a hotel, and she's knocking on these different doors, and it's like knocking on the door, and the man that was on the toilet, damn, you better make sure you ain't dead. I say, damn, he
Check
must be
your
stank
pulse. He might be dead. I was like, oh my
because
God.
he had to be stanky, right?
Stinking up in there.
I don't know why this thing want to go backwards. You want to go backwards? I don't know why.
I
Okay.
don't know why
So
he doing
out
that.
pops Keenan, popped out like he was in a cake topper. But of course they're trying to get some jewels back from these guys. An insurance company is going to pay them a certain amount of money. I think it may be like $10 million worth of diamonds in the hotel. And of
Mhm.
course, it goes sideways. They end up shooting their own man, and Keenan, of course, he jumps across the bar and ends up scurrying out the door. Now I got a billion slides. I didn't mean for it to be that way, but you know how it is when you be. So, how did you feel about the opening scene with Jada doing her thing, opening up, being in the hotel, being his sidekick, and then him making her leave and going to the car? Like, how did you feel about this overall scene at the hotel?
It was a great way to open the movie. It was action packed, and it gave power to Peaches, but also showed that Shane was gonna protect her too at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. Like, all right, Peaches, look, I know you won't in on this, so I'm gonna let you play your little role, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna really come in there and handle business when it's time. It
Right.
remind me of All About the Benjamins. I feel like All About the Benjamins got that same format for how Bookham
Mm-hmm.
was with his little bail bondsman girl. I can't think of her name, but I'm sure we're gonna end up covering that at some point too. But yeah, it seemed like they ran with that same little format. But I love the action. It pulls me in immediately.
Yes, it really does. I'm gonna change my background because I think this might be um causing a problem with these pictures showing up where they are. I don't want anything to
Mm.
be mixed up. Okay. But yeah, I enjoyed this scene when the whole thing about them being at the hotel. I mean, Jada played her part very, very well, and she executed it well. Shane told her to go to the car, which she did. But before she did that, she did call down called to the room and told him to look at see my stuff jumping back already. Look at that. This ain't nothing but the damn devil. Goddamn devil. Okay. Hopefully we can get to it. Is it showing?
Look, Kendall talking about Peaches when she opened up on the door on that couple that was adulting. Right.
Girl. Yes.
Like, why was y'all right at the door? It wasn't no little barrier or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right. There was no barrier or anything. So, can anybody tell me what Peaches' real name is? How many people you got up here? 4 people? How many people you got on your side?
I don't think I can see the counter on my side.
Oh, okay.
But yes, y'all, come out the bushes. Come on out the bushes.
Come on out the bushes.
We need y'all to participate in this trivia.
Please.
Or else, who gonna be answering questions?
We're gonna have something for y'all.
Right. Right.
Oh. Let's see. So
and
yeah,
Peaches' real name on the when they were showing her high school diploma and all of her paperwork, just kind of trying to look. Here we go.
Yeah,
she a trade technician.
So Peaches' real name is Peaches, is her real name, and her last name is Jordan. Why she got all them name plaques on her desk? Is she feel like she's that important? She's everything to Shame, I guess.
Everything. That's why I was like, wait a minute. So who does this? They was like literally going across the whole front of the desk.
Like she's executive secretary. She's a secretary, and I guess she just Peaches, child. It just depends on what day it is or who she's supposed to be.
I'm every woman.
Right. Okay. So we see her on the phone with one of her friends talking about the stories, the daytime stories. I forgot the name of the stories, but do you have any thoughts about the stories back when you were a child? Anybody made you watch the stories? You had to sit there with grandma or auntie or mama or somebody watch the stories?
Yes. Oh my God. I think the name of this one was As the Heart Turns. They tried to put a little spin on it.
Right.
But the one my granny definitely used to be watching Young and Restless. And then we'll watch Dallas at night. Shout out to little Dallas, huh?
Okay.
We watching Dallas at nighttime. But just comedy. Because people will be leaving the earth and then returning. And Peaches up here. It seemed like she was talking to Kim Wayans. That voice was
didn't sound like her, didn't
it? Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they on here. She's talking to Chad. Well, Chad is the guy. I guess his wife passed or something. I don't know. But then his girlfriend or mistress or whatever telling him that she's pregnant and it's his, and she is having a plum fit. She is taking that thing personal, and that's how people act with the reality TV shows these days. Like the Housewives franchise, the Love and Marriage franchise. These people go in. They take it to heart. They really do take these things to heart, and I'm like, oh, it ain't that serious, y'all. I really don't think it's that serious. But that's different strokes for different folks. But they was on there having a fit on in this movie. Other friend was fussing. Jada was fussing. She took that thing personal as if that thing was her or somebody she knew.
Right. Like it was somebody she knew. She was like, tell me what he did. She was like, she didn't make it.
We see Shame come in, and I don't know if Shane depressed or what. He might be a little bit depressed or having a little bit of mental something going on because his house, well, he lives above his business, of course. We found out later on. I didn't realize he lived there until I just watched this.
Right.
I didn't realize that he lived there. I didn't pay any attention like that. But he has clothes everywhere, and he's not shaved. He got hair growing here, there, and everywhere. He looks unclean, unkept, and then they get a visit from Charles Dutton character. I forget his name, but they're trying to find this lady. Well, the lady reappeared. I think she did. What's her name? Angela. Which was Shane's ex-girlfriend. She reappeared because she's been in protective custody for I forgot how many years or whatnot, but she was dealing with this guy named Mendoza, and was he supposed? She was no. Shame killed him, or he thought he killed him.
He
But
thought
of
he
course,
did,
he
yeah.
thought he killed him. Anything about this storyline about him coming into play about what he wants Shame to do?
It was like you said, it seemed like something going on with Shame. It's the typical cop background. They overworked, depressed, and just can't talk about. I think it was Rottweiler. Oh,
No,
Roth
Rock
Miller.
Miller. Yeah,
Oh,
Rock. You said it like Raymond Rottweiler.
right.
Oh.
But yes, it seemed like okay, Rock is gonna be somebody that's gonna be on our nerves because he
Mhm.
applying the pressure to Shame to do something that it seemed like like the mess had already been made. Now this is the cleanup crew basically.
Mhm. Yeah, so they're trying to find Angela, and so Angela is in town. He's sending Peaches on a witch hunt or a dummy mission or whatever to see if he can find her because she likes a certain perfume and it's only found in certain stores. And of course, they found out Angela was inquiring about it, so he gave her like $100 bill or whatnot to go shopping and see what she can find. And she tells him that there's nothing she can do, and he's like, "Don't tell nobody. Don't let me find out she was down at the swap meet,
Spending up
trying to buy
all
some
my
of my
money.
money." Child, you gave her $100 bill. What's she gonna do with that?
Right. What am I gonna do with
But
this? He said, make it enough.
okay, like Smoky Mama, make it enough.
Make it
So
enough.
he goes on another mission. Hold on, pause. Look at his head right here. Now look at his head.
I know. I swear
So,
I was
so did he?
thinking that too.
So,
Did he get hair?
did he like?
That looked
I
like more than
mean,
spray. That looked like a
or
whole.
maybe it was,
That looked
or
like the
maybe
whole
it was
thing.
cut down more over here and it grew back.
Right.
I'm big on watching it. I watched Jada's
Me can
fingernails
imagine.
real bad. I watched her nails.
Ooh,
I'll tell you about that when we get to it. But I watched her
ooh, ooh.
fingernails, the length of them. I watched everything. I'm big on looking at stuff like that. I don't know why. I just am. Yeah, but his hair really caught my attention.
Like, okay, was y'all filming this out of order? Huh?
Yes. So he's trying to find some information on Mendoza. Now, why he wants Mendoza, I don't know, because Angela is supposed to be the case. But he's going to the guy at the police station to try to get something from the case files. And the guy was like, "Last time you hooked me up, you hooked me up. You know." He said you threw me a number, but he said you rolled some over to me. So this lady was in a wheelchair, or whatever. But evidently he had a good time with her. The coochie
Right.
was good. He ain't had no problems with it. He just didn't like that she was in a wheelchair, or whatever. So he is seen walking out. Well, he tucked the file in his jacket, and he was caught up by the I guess the chief or whatever. I don't know what this man is. I'm bad with remember names. I didn't write nothing down, y'all. So
He said, "Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a 50-year-old Puerto Rican. That's all I know.
now
That's the
listen, you
sergeant.
cannot say these days. You cannot say that these days. You cannot
You
say that.
cannot.
You
You would not
cannot.
be.
You will be canceled. You will be. Listen, you cannot say that. So
They'd be
a
like,
lot of
edit
things that
that
they
out.
said, you cannot say that stuff now. Mm-mm. So Peaches calls him and let him know that she did get a hit on Angela and that she was inquiring about the
Snap her little
perfume.
ass. Yes.
Peaches pull up with her Fremy or Freme with an E, not an
Remy.
I or I, not an E, whatever. And Shane was like, "What? Salt and Pepper had a yard sale or something?" I actually like it. It's a lot. It's tacky, but
It's
I like
cute.
it.
It's cute.
It's
It's
tacky, but I
tacky in a
like it.
cute way. Right.
So he said, "I got." She said, "I got you something," and it's a silk tie and a tie and some silk drawers. And he puts it up and he say, "Oh, ladies, you like such like style my silk
Don't
drawers?
let me
Don't
like you
let me
do.
like you do."
Right.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This movie has so many catchphrases and lines. I
It
love it. I
do.
really do. I really do.
Right. Yeah, this definitely was a highlight.
So she
Oh
sees
Lord.
Chad. Chad is not a real person. Chad is a character. Okay, but she was like, Chad from as who is it? As the World Turns or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And she knocked him out. She knocked him out. She knocked his ass cold turkey. She knocked his ass out on the ground. And
You
what
would
was the
think she
line
was
that she
doing
said
all
when? Do you remember the line that she said when Shane was taking her away?
right. No. Oh my gosh. Who know that line? Kendall. What did she say?
I forgot it, but I knew it because I even
Why did
did it when
she
I was
walk
watching.
over there like that? As if
My
she
baby
was gonna
was
try
like,
to
"Mama,
do
what are you doing?" I was in there kicking and carrying on. Oh Lord, I'm mad. I can't remember what it was.
Oh
Yes,
man.
thank you. His name is Captain Nunez. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Hey, Stephen
Captain
Harris,
Nunez.
thank you for coming through. We really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Shame always ends up in some shit.
Non-stop.
He does. He always ends up in something. So he's here trying to find Mendoza. He pulls up on the guys and they have a confrontation, and of course everybody pull out their blickies, but he doesn't get anywhere with the guys because they're not gonna tell him anything. I really don't remember this part of the movie. I don't know why. You remember this part other than what I just said? Because I
That's
don't.
all it was, Candy. Yes, that's all it was.
Okay.
It was all you heard throughout this movie was things getting pulled out. All you heard was that metal clinking and clacking, like
Right.
everybody upping and upping.
Look at it. And then my you see this and jump back, right?
Right. It didn't jump back unprovoked. Unprovoked.
They playing with me. Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So of course he ended up seeing no, what's the man name? I just called his name.
Mendoza.
Mendoza, thank you. Mendoza pulls up on him at his place, and of course he knocks him out. The other guys beat him up. Hey Toric, thank you for coming
Hey.
through. And she's at her house now. He comes to her house at 2 o'clock in the morning, and now he's on her couch, and she has to, heal him and baby him up and fix him. How did you feel about their story in a whole? Just their story, the conversation that they was having at this moment.
Yeah, it seemed like okay, Shane be downplaying Peaches, but now he realizing like, okay, Peaches kind of fine. She didn't grew up a little bit. She's old enough. Because what is she like 23 or something? I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Shane, I don't know how old he is, but we could imagine he probably in his 30s or at 30 or something. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Peaches want to be taken serious. He gonna take you serious, all right.
Yeah. So people in the chat, how old was Peaches when she met Shane? How old was Peaches? Now, how old she is now? How old was she when she met Shane? Hi,
What's
Moochie. Hi, T Man. What's up?
what's
What's
up,
up? Thank y'all for
T-Man?
coming through.
Yes, thank y'all. Yes,
How
Kendall.
old was Peaches? Yeah, she was really feeling him. Yes, she really was.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Kendall. Yes, she was 16. And now she's 20. She's about to be 23.
Yeah. I mean, but Mr. Keenan Ivory Wayans was kind of cute in this movie,
He
huh?
was. He was very non-traditionally attractive, as you would say.
Yes.
Non-conventional. Non-conventional.
Non-conventional, right.
Yes.
He was non-conventional.
So this is one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Mm-mm-mm.
So we have Keenan. After him and Peaches say what they got to say, she tells him go ahead and you can sleep in my roommate's room. They won't be home till late or tomorrow, whatever. So he gets in the bed, and when they wake up, you see this foot sliding up his leg, and then Shane smiling, and he hugging a little tight and holding her, and it was like, I hope I didn't. I forgot what he said to her, but
Right, talking about I hope you don't mind me sleeping in your bed. At Peaches said it would be okay, girl. Oh, I don't mind. Like, why was that wig even propped up on his head like that?
honey, that was too funny. Okay, what kind of dog did Wayman call Shane?
Ooh.
Anybody know? And he pulled out two of them on it, ain't
Why
it?
he had to right? He
He
had to
pulled
do
out two of
Wayman
them
like
things
that.
on him. Yes. Who was that? A Rottweiler, yes. Peach, you better come get this Rottweiler.
Okay, because he is off the chain. He about to bite.
Oh Lordy. This is another part. I'm telling you, Wayman stole the scene every time he was in the scene. He stole it. And I hate, that he passed away, but like we mentioned earlier. But I would really have loved to see him in other movies and things like that because I think he was a great asset to this movie. He brought a lot of comedic relief in a different way. It
Yes.
was just, morning shame. Morning. So Peaches got the newspaper up to her face and she just kiki laughing or whatever. And it looked like she's reading what we would call today like reality TV, but she was reading like maybe the Inquirer or something. And he was like, "Why do
Mm-hmm.
you read that junk? It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't, it's not helping you with anything." So he was like, "What do you learn from there?" And she said, she said, "Aren't you scared of dogs?" He said, "I'm not afraid of dogs. I just don't like them." So um she said, "Well, if you're afraid, dogs will do something if you sing James Brown music." Do you remember exactly what she said to him? I should have took my
I
notes. I
think
feel
she said like, basically like it's an old wives' tale. Everybody knows that if you sing a James Brown song to a dog, they don't attack, type of thing. She was like,
right.
you ain't never heard of that? Yeah,
So Peaches
it's
did
James
teach him
Brown.
something. So
Mm-hmm.
the way he carried on about them not having anything in common and whatnot, she was able to teach him something, no matter how big or small it was or insignificant. She was able to teach him something. So that will come into play later on. So I love Wayman, Jesus Christ.
Just his facial
So
expressions alone.
I forgot. Shane said something to Wayman, and he said, "That's not how you was talking last night when you was cruising in your sleep and started speeding."
Speeding. Now what?
Oh, that was too funny to me. That would be forever funny, forever and ever. Wayman, oh my God, he is a piece of work. I love him.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's
And I
see.
got that clip too if you want to run that
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You
mm-hmm.
ready?
Yep. Look at Tori talking about hunching.
What's he cooking? It smells good in here. Sausages. Want one? No. More beef for? I like cooking when I'm dealing with me.
Don't you miss the shame? Wayman sure can burn.
If you get 7 feet on. Yeah, well, he should try keeping his head away from the stove while he's burning. Oh, no, he didn't. Miss Peaches?
Shame. Now, I told you, he is very sensitive about his hair.
You should be. Look like Woodstock on a little peroxide crazy. Oh, well, you didn't seem to have a problem with it last night when you was running your fingers through a sharpshooter. Hey, man, I ain't touch you. Oh, no, don't go get your boxes into a bunch just because you was cruising in your sleep last night and started speeding. Okay, that's it.
Hold it. Now, hold up.
Oh Lord,
Andy.
listen, that was
when,
too
he,
funny to
when,
me.
when he had the toot all up on the side of the wall.
He was tooted and booted, baby. Listen, I love Wayman. Sharpshooter.
That ain't what you said when you was running your fingers through it last night. Sharpshooter. Like, wow, what? Why? Because Shane was poking through them drawers. Shane was poking through them drawers.
You think he had got a
That's
little,
what he about to start speeding,
going
I guess.
on? Oh Lord. So
Oh,
Shane
God.
sends Jada on another dummy mission. So she has to try to get Angela's mail to see what she has going on, where she's living, what she's doing. So she end up getting stuck with this doggone greasy head postal worker. he got this Rick James Jerry curl past the shoulders, got gold teeth in his mouth. He looked greasy from afar. He greasy. I'm sure he's greasy, still greasy from this done hairdo. But he they end up finding that she has a storage unit somewhere in California, and that she's there pretty much. So how did you feel about this thing with him pushing up on her and still looking at her while she's sitting there talking to a full grown man? She ain't talking to a child. She's talking to a whole grown man, and this man is looking at her like he picked a prize or something, like he waiting on something.
Man, this is Booger Wolf. This is giving Booger Wolf mentality. They relentless. Okay, it don't matter if he don't care if Shane was her brother or her daddy or her boyfriend. All he know is, hey, until she tell me no, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Cause I got me a good post office job. Okay, girl. Okay. I'm just trying to make your day.
So they Shane goes to the store that she can own that only carries the perfume that Angela likes to wear, and he goes in and meets I don't know the character's name, but Kim Wayans is his sister, and she's playing the part of the store clerk, and it's a high-end store. So as you can tell, if you all watch, you can see that it's a high-end store, and it looks like they don't only let but certain people in. People that look a certain way look like. Diane, thank you, Kendall. You are the DeMarcus of the day, baby.
Shout out to Kendall and DeMarcus.
And she got a name tag on, but I can't see that. And I didn't feel it. So he's going in. I forgot what he asked her about. Do you remember what he asked her in the scene?
Ooh, I forgot too. I know that he did, I guess he just tried to pick her brain to see, to basically give her a reason to leave, so that he can get the phone number or something to create his little diversion.
Mm-hmm. So he does go to the phone booth, and he calls in, and like a nut, she loses her mind. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that I was going to get something because my memory has been flip-flopping all week.
What does that have to do with anything? And she hollering and screaming. And lady said, well, what about my scarf? Here, bitch, take it and go. And she runs and locks the door, gone to lunch or whatever, and she's running down the street. She scurries down the street. I mean, $10,000, lady, you look where you work at. That's what gets you. 10 bands get you, and you working. Maybe she's on very minimum wage. I don't know.
Right, she's just working at a high-end place. She ain't shopping there too.
Right. I don't know what she got going on. So this is Sally Richardson. I can't remember anything else that she has played in, but this is a very beautiful woman. Yes. Back in the day, women were just naturally beauty. They didn't have to have all that makeup on and lashes and eyelashes and pounds. And I don't wear it, so I'm just saying it.
Right.
My husband's trying to make noise like I do all that. I do not. Stop playing.
That is funny. Not trying to chime in, yeah,
he's like, I do not. But I mean, she had bare a little bit like Jada. Even Jada, she's not even had a whole lot on it. She was just beautiful. Right. They just didn't require a lot back then, and they were just still beautiful to this day. And it's I don't know why times has changed so much that people got to pile it all on like that. But I'm not tripping. If you like it. I just don't have time for all that. I'm not going to make
beauty standards have just got out of control because, yes, Candy, you ain't lying. This woman is fire. Jada fire. And all they got on is just the basics. Lip gloss, lipstick, eyebrows.
Fire. Stop being nosy.
I think she was on the episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I might be getting her confused with another mature actress for the time, another cougar or something. You remember?
Okay, so Emma says she's married to DeAndre Whitfield. Really?
Oh, okay.
Okay, DeAndre Whitfield.
Yeah, the light skinned guy. Yeah, I like him. I could see that.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Me
Okay.
neither.
So, can you find this
Let
one?
me see if I, yes, let me pull this up.
Okay.
Hold up, y'all.
So here we have Shane going to the spa where Angela goes, and he saw her go in, and this buff lady that works out heavily um, walks in and tells him that he can't go in. It's a lady spa. So he did see Wayman there, and we're gonna play the clip once Aries lets me know that it's ready. Because this is like a very
Mhm.
funny part of the movie as well.
Hilarious. He like, okay, I'm
You ready?
ready. Mm-hmm.
Shane?
Hey, wait a
Ooh,
minute,
can
son.
y'all hear it? That's kind of
What are you
low.
doing here?
Yeah, turn it up.
Hard work here.
What happened to the wigs and costumes and I am yours and energy is mine, all that?
That is my hobby. This pays the bill.
Well, look, I need you to do me a big favor. I'm telling somebody, and I need to know if she gave me the slip. The bearded lady back here won't let me in.
You a little late. I'm about to go to lunch, and I'm not a vegetarian, so fish is not on the
Wait a
menu.
minute, this is a big favor.
Yoo-hoo, Wayman. Hey, Bernard. Marvin.
Okay. Excuse me. Who's this?
This is Bernard, and what's wrong with you?
D. Bernard?
Yeah.
It's me. Homewrecker, he's with me.
I can't believe you just did that.
You are my stuff, and you know it. Don't even try it.
He's lying. Don't believe him, Bernard. Don't believe him.
Oh, you did not say that last night when we was in bed together, girl.
You slept with him. You slut. Bernard.
Save your tears, honey. You never had a chance. Coffee's good with cream, but better when it's black.
Don't
Period.
ever call me again. And you, Mr. Coffee, if you'd like some steamed milk with your double espresso, I'm your man. Bernard, I'm sorry. I promise I'll call you.
A mess.
Oh,
Because
that
how
was
you
too
gonna
funny.
steal somebody man that just stole yours?
Okay,
They
okay.
both
Yes,
need some of that coffee.
yes, that was too funny. If you want some steam espresso in your coffee, I'm your man.
I'm your man.
And I do appreciate that Keenan was not afraid to have, gay people and, in the LGBT community. I'm not sure. I don't want to be, hush. I don't want to be, I don't want nobody to say, I'm not saying it wrong. I mean this in a very genuine way. I'm glad he was able to have the gay community or, characters in his
Mhm.
that were actually really gay in real life in the movie and played a close, part with them. I'm glad he wasn't afraid to do it back then. And I'm sure if he was in a movie, he would still do it now because that's just, people are people. And I
And this
appreciate him
is how the
for doing it.
Wayans are. They love
Yeah.
like even the men in color, how they would be doing the two snaps in a circle.
Uh-huh.
But he really did get a gay actor. And I think Comedy Hype had did a good special on Wayman, and they were basically saying that Keenan Ivory was one of the only directors or producers that was working with like people from the LGBT. So yeah, just definitely just comfortable in their own sexuality and not
Hmm.
offended. Yeah. I'm
Yeah. And they were able to just do, make it do what it do. And it's hey, what can you do? We
because
trying to make this money.
he could have hired David Allen to just play a gay guy, but that was
Yeah.
dope that he actually got a gay actor, a gay
Right.
comedian. Yeah.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yes, Tori, go check it out. I believe it was Comedy Hype because that's how I found out that the character Wayman actually passed away before the movie even opened or premiered. So how
Hmm.
sad. He couldn't
Yeah.
even see like all the praise and the recognition that he was getting for his role.
Yeah. And the love. And I hate, he's not able to see it now because
Mhm.
listen, when I say he slayed that character, he really did. And I can quote his verbatim just at any random time.
Right.
Shane, you a sharpshooter, you enrolled your sleep starts speeding. I probably
Right.
say it wrong, but I'm saying it, shoot.
Now, why his hair was cut too? I said, okay, Wayman, what happened with your hair?
He cut the what did he call the bird's nest? Then
Oh, that's what it was.
did he call
Right.
did he say the
A
bird's
bird's
nest? He cut the bird's nest out. I guess he didn't want that relaxer. Oh, I'm gonna ask my question. Quick question. Quick
Oh, or
question.
that relaxed it and burnt it off.
Maybe so. What kind of perm did Wayman want Peaches to bring back? Now we
Ooh.
watched the clip, and he said in the clip.
No, I think we caught it
No.
after that. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of perm did Wayman want Peaches to bring back?
Kendall on it. Kendall is on it.
Yes. Last time you got me, Supergirl.
Right. That was one of my most memorable lines. That's what really made me adore Wayman because at the time, y'all, my grandmother was a hairstylist and perms had just became a thing. So she started trying to put the creamy crack on us. Okay. And so I knew when we was looking at mild and super what he was talking about. So when he said, make sure the box says mild because you know that super is going to burn your hair off.
Okay, that super is for them that can't you, don't you?
Can't you, don't you? Candy.
Don't you hair. Can't do nothing with it and don't want to move. Can't you, don't you? So question, was that Tom Joyner's wife, the buff lady? I'm not sure. I didn't know it if she was. I didn't know. But we could easily Google that though. Okay. And do we remember how much Shame eventually got from the insurance company? Anybody remember?
That's a good one.
Yes. How much he eventually got, because they were supposed to pay him 10 grand, but he eventually ended up having some mishaps and they took out some money. So anybody remember how much money he got? Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock.
Right. I said, let me play the Jeopardy music.
Okay.
To jog y'all memory.
30 seconds. Boom. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Look at Momo over there using common sense, like, about 7L5. Probably got 7,005. He didn't reduce.
He got $5 grand out of $10,000 because he had to repair the limo.
Oh yeah, Shane.
But wasn't like $100 million worth of diamonds?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I was
That's
only going to give him 10 grand. That's highway robbery.
What kind of crackhead mission was this?
Okay.
That was another one of them. I call them Fast and Furious cigar moments. When we did all this for a damn cigar. Sometimes do you ever be on them real life missions in life, Candy, and you just be like, yeah, I know went all over here, did all this for a damn cigar. $10,000 just to get 5. Come on.
Okay, do you want to speak on this part?
Oh yeah, when they finally caught up to Miss Thing, I was just the this is when it started getting intense because we started to see the like just stuff, his plan coming to fruition. Okay, now we didn't caught Miss Perfume Bottle, Angela. Now we know next it got to lead to Mendoza. So yeah, this is when the heat is on at this point. And I also felt like it was going to cause Miss Peaches to get a little in her jealousy bag.
Yes, get a little indignant and carried on. But in this episode, when she got out of the car, remember that the saxophone started playing.
Right, they let you know like she's that girl. Saxophone playing, that's her theme music.
Okay, got Kenny G in the background when she get out the car.
Right.
But I'm trying to figure out how Shame thought Rothweiler was a somebody he could trust. Like, why did he think he could trust him with this when you knew you are in the position you are in because of him, and 5 of your brothers in arms have not, were unalive because of certain things that you all were doing. Well, something you didn't do, but what they did. I'm trying to figure out why he thought they were that Rothweiler was trustworthy because she ended up telling him like, I didn't call him, I didn't say anything to him, and he was like, huh? Oh, it's a setup. Then they realized they've been set up, so now the action finna really start because they realized they've been set up because she didn't even talk to Rothweiler, Rock character. I can't remember. Am I saying it? Rock.
Say his name, Roth Miller.
Thank you. I keep saying Rock. Thank you, Kendall. I'm calling. Never I call him Rottweiler. I'm just calling him Rottweiler. That's gonna be his name, Rottweiler.
That's his name now, right?
Hey, his name gonna be Rottweiler from henceforth. I'm not doing it, Kendall. His name gonna be Rottweiler. Because that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, they're I forgot the guy in the black jacket went to let Mendoza know that they found her, which now we do know that Rothweiler was working with Mendoza. So they pull up to the hotel with their motorcycles and their Jeeps, and everybody pull up with their blickies. And he asked the guy, have you seen this lady? And he was like, no, I need to know what room she's in or whatever. He didn't want to tell him. So he slammed his head down and bust his face all up because he didn't want him to find, he can't tell for his job, but that man don't care. He's on a mission. And Angela and Shane realized that they got to hurry and make a getaway. The guy saw them with the blickies and he was like, oh, I thought it was my wife. Sir, like, your wife looked like
right. He said, shit, I thought it was my wife. Go ahead and rob me. Because we can't let her catch us though.
Right. And he looked like he got a toupee or a wig on his head. And what did you remember what she said to him when the elevator opened up about her hair?
No.
Wait, you got a blonde. You want it blonde? You got a blonde.
Right. She's like, look, it ain't no negotiation on this price. Listen, this is what you got.
This is what you got. And listen. You got to give it up to them. They got another one in there. I don't think this is a real. I think he's a trans. Like the Wayans brothers,
right?
Yeah, I think he's really he is. If he ain't, then I'm sorry, but I think he is. But I mean, they don't mind. They ain't had no shame. Shame ain't had no shame.
Shame ain't had no shame.
So they know they got to get away. So they end up taking the wigs and the clothes, and they acting like they're lovey-dovey, kissing or whatever. And he see him, but he ain't really paying no attention until the other elevator opens up, and these two nuts in here, help! I'm like, why y'all just shut up?
Come
y'all
on,
can't
let
them out by being quiet.
They didn't rob you after all. They let you live.
Like, why are you tripping? I guess because they tied up. Maybe so.
Right.
And they knew it. And she ain't got no hair.
They ain't got no hair on their head. Either one of them. And sir, his wig was just too dark. That's how you knew it wasn't right.
It was thick. It was thick. So, of course, Shane and Angela hops into the first vehicle they see, which is that black Jeep. And the other guy jumped into the taxi cab. And they go on a little run or whatever, trying to catch up. And he ended up pushing the cab over the cliff, and it falls in front of the restaurant sign. So now we have Shane, Angela, and Peaches all together in one room. This is their first time meeting each other. And how do you feel about them meeting and their conversation, like overall, just them in this scene?
Man, I felt so annoyed for Peaches because it's like, okay, Shane, I'm here for you. You know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to complete the case, but I gotta watch this heifer. Somebody who I feel like Jada would have been intimidated by her beauty and the history that she had with Shame. So, she trying to get her shot in there with old Shamey Shame. So we can't have Miss whatever that perfume was. I want to say Lalique, but I know that ain't it. But it just gives me that vibe. This is Lalique. We can't have Miss Lalique up here. Right. It's reminding me of Thin Line. She can't be up here trying to steal our man. So, God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I might have to put my hands on this woman.
Yes.
Yeah, she was
And
protective of Sean Torek for sure.
right. And let me shout out the people that's in the chat. I'm some feedback. To the people in the chat. Thank you for coming through, Monique, Moochie. Hey Moochie. Hey Tamika, Kendall, Stephen Harris. I saw earlier. Thank y'all for coming through. I didn't want to ignore y'all. I apologize.
Yes,
But
thank y'all for
sometimes my thing chat be moving and I don't be seeing it. Yeah, Peaches wanted to whoop her ass for real. And Angela, yes, it did fly off in the traffic.
right.
Very protective of Shane. Yeah. Yeah, she was very protective of him. Because they had, been friends for however long, and then they worked together, and she was taking so much from him, like not taking anything bad, but she wasn't getting paid like she should have, Like this time when he got that money, well, it wasn't but $5,000 that he ended up getting from the insurance company, and he really couldn't really pay her, like he wanted to.
Right. He was getting lowballed his damn self. So he didn't have a lot to go around. And he's messing up the money. So if he would have got that 10, he would have at least been able to slide Peaches something. But yeah, it was like, geez, shame.
So this part of the movie is when Rothweiler walks up into Mendoza's space like he is a Rottweiler for real. And like he got the biggest kahunas in America and the schlong dong from here to King Kong. And he walk in like he 12 feet tall. Sir, calm down. He gonna call that little man fat. Somebody get your fat ass out the way. Right. Sir, y'all, you ain't too much. He ain't too much bigger than you could. Calm down.
This was always confusing to me.
Calm down.
Right.
So they're talking big shit to Mendoza. And he talking big and he talking bad. And next thing you know, the scene behind him start growing. See 2 people behind him. Then you see 3 people behind him. Now you see 5 people behind him. And he started looking. He like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you ain't got nothing to say now, huh? Why he thought he could talk to Mendoza like that? Like you big shit. Yeah, you might be law enforcement. However, you in this room full of murderers right now. Sir, calm down.
You're dirty. Clearly. Yeah. You here because you were dirty. Like that.
So Mendoza ended up slicing the guy's neck and he started shaking. Like he really started shaking. He really started shaking. Like I don't know what to say. Yeah, he forgot his location. Apparently, he didn't know where he was walking into from the beginning. Because there's no way in the world you thought you was walking up into some little mignon place where you can run over everybody. Sir, no, you are just a lowly cop, a detective, and you dirty, and you walking up into a murderous place. Like this dude has changed his face apparently, and y'all know y'all on a mission to unalive Shame and try to get Angela and this, that, and the third. Like, why do you think you can walk up into this man's domicile with your chest all puffed out? No.
I was wondering, Mendoza did something to his face. He needed to finish doing it because it was still looking a little rough. Like, why would you ask for the crater's face then?
He asked for crater face.
He must have, because that must have been part of his appearance altering. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go with a little pizza face.
That was the request.
Meanwhile, we see Shame getting cleaned up, huh?
Girl, Shame, you see that? Nails all manicured, his head all clean and bald, and
right.
Hold a minute, you got clothes? Right. I was like, damn, Shame got clothes. That's what I was really saying to myself. I said, Shame got clothes.
He got suits. He had them Steve Harvey 3-piece.
Because he, all the time we've been seeing him, he been looking like a lumberjack. Right. He been like Biggie little brother. Like, sir, you walking around with little brother, lumberjack in a hat to match.
Not the lumberjack with the hat to match.
Marvin Mob. See.
Right. Squirrel moment. But no, he definitely was looking very homeless.
Girl, listen. And right
Bleeding
now, he
in.
looking a little snackish. He looking a little zaddy and daddy-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
look at that.
Look,
Look
okay.
at that. Now, listen.
He got a
This is
big
good.
head. This is giving
He
Wayne
got a big
head,
head.
but he
Yeah,
do look nice.
he does look nice. And he got this nice car. I don't know, it was a Porsche or a Ferrari. I don't know what that was. It was a vintage ride. And the front and back license plate said low down one. Now
Ooh
listen,
wee.
Shane was clean. He was giving me Shaft in this movie. Now
Yes.
he went from Shane to Shaft for real.
Right.
Because he started
Mhm.
looking cool. He had his clothes on and whatnot. So after we see him looking all good, we get back to Peach's house, and she's here with Angela. Angela looking all sour because Peaches is haha and kikiing while she's watching the Jeffersons. And in the scene, she's watching George and Roxy Rock. I
Uh
forget her name. They
yeah.
dance, yeah. And she's, but so funny, So Angela was in a bitch mode. How did you feel about seeing Angela act like that with Peaches? I guess they on the two different levels, and I'm sure there's maybe an 8 to 10 year age difference. So, what do you feel about the way she was? How she handled Peaches, especially when it came to the dog part.
Ooh, right. Yeah. She's like, you're cute. Even a little bit protective. Like a dog. I was like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do was come over here to this lady house and befriend her. Or just
Yeah.
be cool, because they would have had an easier time if they was cool, just
Mm-hmm.
laughing and kikiing at the Jeffersons together. But you so caught up, that this is for your protection. Shame's
Mm-hmm.
working on something. Like everybody knows what's going on right now. What is you gonna be possibly doing out in the street? I was just
Right.
irritated by the way she was treating Peaches. Because remember when I said I felt irritated for Peaches, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
Peaches was showing you love.
She
So
was
since
trying
she
to
ain't
anyway.
tripping, how you tripping?
Mm-hmm. Just trying to be cordial, not
Right.
want to do too much. So, she got all in her face and talked to her whatnot. Then she ended up telling her about the dog, and she's like, "You trying to call me a dog?"
That
She
was
didn't
the
like this
wrong
shit.
thing. Right.
And she got upset. She got in her face. She got upset, and then Angela ended up leaving. And then when she opened the door, I don't know if she thought it was Angela at the door or she thought it was Shane, but it ended up being Officer Nunez or Detective Nunez, and it went left after that. It was like, it was nothing else for her to do but chill because you didn't let the doggone, Shame is not even a law enforcement agent anymore, and then you
Right.
holding up somebody that's supposed to be a in witness protection. She's sitting up in your house, your girlfriend house, and it's like, yeah, this is
Mm-mm.
not right. She's supposed to be somewhere else. And Peaches end up going into protective. Well, I'm going to step ahead. So we get here. I don't the guy's name. I forgot his name. But he ended up. How
God.
did we get
Right.
here? He was with Shane, and he ended up running into this place where there was
Mm,
hollering white power,
right.
Save
He had ran
America
up into a
for
MAGA
the
meeting,
white man. Yeah, he into a what is it called? What are they called?
like a
Nazis.
neo-Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, this was a very funny scene.
Or
When
seeing
you
that
realize what he
exactly
was
what you
dead,
was thinking about. Yeah.
yeah, he's running down the street. Why he doesn't jump in the car with Shane?
I would have jumped in that car so quick, and we would have had to been fighting for the steering wheel.
He
Period.
wasn't driving that fast. He could have jumped in that car
Mm.
with Shane. But I sure would have jumped in, and everybody
Okay, too. That was a good.
running behind
Mm.
him. And Shane stopped and talked to him, and then he said, is East LA was the opposite direction, and I forgot what he told them, but they got white supremacists. Thank you, because I forget. My
That
mind
was a
is
good word, Tori. Yeah.
supremacists. Thank you. I don't want to get canceled, Lord Jesus. But he got to let the man get towed up by the supremacists, by the folks. But
Drop
that
him
was
off
on
in
him
the
though. That was on
hood.
him.
That was on him.
Shane is looking real Aaron Hallish, as Torque says. He really is. It's giving Aaron Hall.
Oh my God.
So they're in the club, and he's going to find it's Mendoza. So Wayman see Shane. That's Shane, huh?
He
And
like,
he get
that's
the
my
dancing,
friend.
and Shane get the voguing. He get to do it whatever he
Right.
do. I mean not Shane. Wayman was getting it, child.
Wayman.
Wayman was
He was
getting it.
getting
He was
it.
getting it in the club. Him and Bernard. Yeah, he was
Right.
voguing, girl. He was voguing like little Uzi.
Right. He was getting it in. Right. He was giving little Uzi.
Little Uzi Burt. So Shane is not afraid to do anything. He don't care. So he sits down at the table with Mendoza and this young lady and another guy. And of course, both of them pull out their blickies under the table because something about to pop off. The conversation started off slow, then it sped up because they're not going to give up because one wants the money, the other one wants Angela. Well, I guess Mendoza probably wants Angela unalive. Yeah, go Wayne, get busy. That's
Right.
exactly what it was.
Let me find that scene. Let me see if I can find the
Yes,
club scene.
please find it. But while Aries is looking for that, can anybody tell me what Mendoza's girlfriend phone number is and what's her zodiac sign? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Her phone number and her zodiac sign. I hate I didn't take any notes. Nobody?
Any takers?
Nobody? No.
Now, what all the phone numbers in the movie start with, y'all? I'm gonna give y'all a clue. What all the we gonna charade this out. I'm gonna give
Okay.
y'all a clue. What all the movies start with, y'all? What three numbers they always start with on movies and TV shows? That's
And
the
two of the numbers is in the chat. Two of the numbers is in the
oh
chat.
yes, two of the numbers is in the chat. Look, Momo got that. Now the rest of the numbers actually is on the screen right
It's
now.
rolling on the screen right now, to be
Right.
honest.
Kendall got that right. She's a
Scorpio.
Scorpion. Imagine having both of them pull out the blicky though and you in the middle. Like you don't even know they got the thing pulled out.
Okay. Anybody can tell me what the number is. We got 555. Anybody can give me the last four digits? Nobody.
Y'all don't know the number.
It's on the screen right now. It's on the screen right now. Literally on the screen right now. Yes,
Look.
Kendall. 5556969.
Yes.
Yes. 5556969. I'm a zodiac. I'm a Scorpio and I love Chinese food.
Like, girl, it's too late. I got that beam footage ready too.
Okay.
What's going on? Oh, it's a shame.
Oh, that's the other part.
Oh, that ain't it, huh?
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn. Let me get out of there. Okay. I think, yeah, that was before. We got to find after. Hold up, people. Because I did have that.
I put the number further up. You did, Kendall? What about? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I don't know why. Wait, is it this one? No, I don't know where that one is. I don't know where that one is online, Candy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, Kendall said she put the phone number up in there.
I didn't see it.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
it said Scorpio. That's the only thing I see.
But that's okay. We got more trivia.
Yeah, we got a few more questions. She's about her on Kendall. Oh, make sure everybody has hit the like button on both channels, on Candy's channel and on Avery's channel, please. And thank you very much.
Hit that liggity like.
Okay, so you can still play that part though.
Okay, yeah, let me get to
Yeah.
that then. Let me.
So now we hear where they're not coming to a, where the blickies have been pulled out, and Wayman says, "Shame." Let me know when you got it. You ready?
Oh my God, yes. Wayman was about to do a death drop. Oh my God. I guess that's all we got. Look, but this is the thumbnail for the one that I played. So it made it pretended
Oh,
to
okay.
be the one that
Oh, okay. They was tricking.
you
It
know
was
what I'm
tricking you.
saying? It was like a
Yeah.
clickbait.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that was good. So of course Wayman does not get shot, but the wine wastes and he starts shivering and shaking on the pavement, and he just carry on real bad. And uh Bernard says, and the award goes to Wayman. I forgot his last name, but that was too funny. He carried on so bad, it was just wine, and he was just shaking and carrying on. And when he realized that he was still alive and was not shot, he just want to sniff the wine and just so shame. Oh, I just love Wayman. I love Wayman, and Bernard adds a little flavor to it too. But yeah, that part was so funny.
The way he smelled it, the way he was just like,
Yes,
ain't nothing but no little wine, girl. There ain't even no
so
blood on me.
so Peaches is in protective custody, and Rottweiler come in, guns are blazing and shooting up the people, shooting up the place. And Peaches says, "Are you gonna hurt me?" And he tells her no. So of course he does want to hurt her, and he ends up, running after her or whatnot, and running under the bed. And they see that by the foosball table, whatever that's called. She throws hot grease. Was that grease on him or hot water?
Hot water,
I can't remember what it was, but it was whatever it was. It was on the stove and it was in a pot, and she just splashed it on him. And Shame loves Peaches, so he has something that she wants, and they have something. Shame has something that they want, and which is Angela. So she runs. They go down the stairs or whatnot, and the back. I'm gonna say escalator, fire escape, and she says, "You said you wasn't gonna hurt me." I love that line. I don't know why, but I just love that little line.
Now
And
you
of course, he wants to
said
hurt her.
right. She's like, come on now. You said that was before you did all this.
Right. So Angela pulls up in her Thunderbird, which I used to love those cars back in the day. I don't know why, because some people cars were loud, so I like loud cars, and every Thunderbird I saw was a loud Thunderbird. I used to love those cars. But she pulls up to the storage unit that she had when Shame already knew that she had one. Hi Ashley, thank you for coming through. Thank you.
What's up, Ashley?
So Angela is going through her storage, and she has a trunk full of money. And I'm like, oh, okay.
What are you waiting on? Like, what's the, because whenever they be having all that money, it's like, okay, I just got to stay here for a couple months until.
Right.
But what is you waiting on?
Yes. So my daughter walked in when I was watching us, and she was like, "Ooh, that's a lot of money." I said, "Yeah, boo." I said, "I just take a little piece of it." Here's what she said: "I want the whole thing." I said, "You know what? I need to stop lowballing myself." My 9-year-old said she want the whole thing. Listen.
Yes. She
Okay.
said,
Yeah, remember, I want the whole thing.
I want
Okay.
all of that.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Okay, Kim, I look at it. Kim said she gotta let me know she put it up there. Yeah, my baby got plenty of sense. Yeah, she got plenty of sense. I'm lowballing myself. I just want a piece of it. My baby, I want the whole thing.
Right. She said, I know my value.
Okay.
I'm
Already. She ain't playing. Listen. Somebody learn them or something. So they get to the hotel and trying to figure out what's going on. Angela lets him know that she's been in protective custody for I forgot however long. And then they start to make out and carry it on, and his phone rings and ends up being Peaches on the other line. Well, Mendoza and Rothwilder on the other end. And Angela want to still make out and carry on. And once she said, I didn't want to be number 2. I always want to be number 1. Keenan was in Keenan. I saw
Right. Ashley was like, he was so fine, yes.
Yes, he was so fine. Child, we done ran down on him already, baby.
We done ran down on him.
Say he is giving Aaron Hall vibes. And he is.
I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh, no, that's all. Because I was trying to think of another more upbeat Aaron Hall. Oh. Yeah, probably from the Guy days.
Yeah.
You got that vibe. You got it.
That's what RK, ain't it? Is that Kales?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wasn't they in the group? Oh, damn. My bad. That was the wrong song. I probably was singing. But Keenan was giving me Aaron Hall from the Toss It Up video.
Let you know the deal. And you're for real. So tell the DJ, pump it up a little more. Hey girl, I gotta let you know that you got that vibe.
Look, y'all got candy going tonight. Look, Kendall said, "Don't be afraid." We said we was gonna be.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, baby. There you go. See?
Yeah, public
announcement. Don't get me started. They call me jukebox at work because I will bust out with a song. Yeah, they do. They call me jukebox at work.
A song for any occasion, huh?
Any word, somebody give a word and I hear it's a song on pop out. Yes,
right.
So, Angela does not want him to deal with Peaches. He wants her to leave Peaches with them, and whatever happens to Peaches, that's what Angela wants to happen. She really doesn't care. She wants him all to herself, but he don't trust her for one. Mm-hmm. But he let her know I'm finna go. He puts his clothes on, and he push her on the bed. He pushed her.
He pushed her off of him like, girl, get off me.
Yeah, because you tripping. He was like, this, like, let's go into. He said, I don't want to deal with you and fuck another son or something. I forgot what they
like off in the sunset or something like that. Like, no,
not doing it.
We ain't doing it.
So they go to this. I'm not going to say it's abandoned. I'm assuming it's in the wee hours of the morning where nobody's there other than security at this mall. What were your vibes about this mall scene?
Ooh, dang. It just was making me scared for Peaches. Just because we know ain't nobody there. But also it seemed like it's about to be a lot of destruction going on. With all the glass and stuff. Yeah, you could just imagine this empty mall is about to be a playground for Shane to tear up.
And it's open. It's a wide open space. Like, either they're going to see you or they can, or they ain't going to. Yeah, it's really nowhere to hide other than in a store because you're in a mall. It's an open space. But I do like how he set it up for Angela. It was a dummy, like a mannequin. I don't know how the mannequin got on the escalator, but we're not going to even worry about that because Angela is back there in the picture. She's back there. I saw her breathing and blinking because I watched it. And I said, I need to see when this doggone mannequin get put on the escalator. But of course, I didn't see that. part, but I could tell it was a mannequin because it was at the bottom. The bottom part was the held the mannequin feet. But he tells Peaches, prove it to me that you can. You said you can do something. You can handle yourself or something. I didn't take no notes. He told her, do what you got to do, and his eyes went over to the blicky, and of course, she knew what time it was because in the middle picture right here is where the blicky was attached to the escalator rail.
Said he was like, "You ready for your big moment?"
Right,
I think
right.
was, yeah.
Right. And how do you feel about her and her eyes closed? And I guess your eyes do close if you shoot. I go to the gun range, but my eyes do close. I'm not gonna say they stay open. So I'm closing my eyes because I'm closing my eyes.
Y'all, do you hear this lady over here talking about she be closing her eyes and shooting at folks?
I'm shooting at the paper.
Oh my God. So
and then I carry with me all the time. So if something ever happened, Lord Jesus, I sure hate it for them and me. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right, because you gonna have to close your eyes. It's like when you sneeze and
you
sneeze.
And I've tried to sneeze with my eyes open, and that does not do anything.
It don't.
No, you got to close your eyes for it to come out.
Yeah. That is true. I was happy. I was like, finally, Peaches and got her little action scene. She wanted to be down so bad. Now, show me what you're working with. Basically, Peaches was a writer, right?
Yeah,
a blind.
She definitely was a writer. She was a writer. She was down for whatever. She was down for whatever. That is a song that was in there. I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever.
Yep.
However you need me. Yeah, she was down for whatever he had going on. She didn't care. And once they realized that the mannequin, that was a setup, then they got, the shooting carrying on. And so this part was them running together. And then he said, we got to separate. So she gets ready to go up the escalator. And then these people are coming from the ceiling, the glass ceiling. But he tells her to go get in the car. He's always telling her to get in the car.
Yep.
Shane, you started out telling her to get in the car.
Right.
Now you're telling her to get in the car. Luckily, in the first part of the movie, you told her to go get in the car, but she called you before she got in the car to let you know that some people are on their way up. So now you're telling her to go get in the car. Luckily, she did not obey your rules or whatever you asked her to do. And they went their separate ways. Shame, I love you. Did he tell I love you back?
I don't think he did.
Okay. I can't remember.
It was like, Miss Peaches, you got all mushy right here, and it's people hanging through the rafters. They swinging through the rafters in the building.
Y'all got time to sit there and say little whatnots and I love yous and child, you get on through this man and come out the ceiling. I'm gonna go. And then he gave her the blicky. She gave it to him, I guess, because he didn't have anything. But all them blickies that he had in his arsenal, where are they if he's already out? Because he didn't have any more blickies after this.
Right.
After she gave him that, he didn't have anything else.
He had one on the hip and then probably one in the ankle. You supposed to have one in the back of you. You could have had two in the back. Okay, two under the breast in the coat pocket, two on each ankle. It seemed like he went there with 2 guns instead of 6. You had 6 weapons, sir. So yeah, I'm confusion on that. But Shame definitely always was trying to protect Peaches, like get her involved for as most as she got to. But beyond that, yeah, he wanted to protect his little precious Peach.
Yeah, and he does love her because he does. We know he loves her because he kicked Angela to the curb real quick when he got that phone call. And oh yeah, I forgot. She said, "I'm on the beach." I wonder what that meant. Right. I'm on the beach. What does that mean? Because you clearly was not on the beach.
Because she wasn't, right?
Yeah, she was not on the beach. I wonder what that meant. Because that didn't.
This is My Sweet's Perspective movie. So let me know, Ashley, if you know what she meant by "I'm on the beach." Like that was the code word.
Right. So we have Shane running through the mall and he sees the mall cop and he takes him down. And he is running and trying to find somewhere to go. He does go into a sports store, and all the cops are in there, and it was like, no, don't fire. It's flammables, or I don't think it's the word he used, but. And I thought about it. I was like, damn, that is right. And Shane was sitting there right there in front of fuel, some kind of fuel. And he got an idea to poke holes, or it was fuel, in the fuel and turn on the propane cans. And then he got some tennis balls and poured lighter fluid in it. And he got a bungee cord. And what did you feel about the scene when this whole scene right here, just him in the store setting everything up, and then when he shot those tennis balls into the store to make it blow up? Any thoughts about that scene?
Yeah, Shane, what the MacGyver is going on right now? This man with the tennis balls really threw me. I definitely love the whole little setup, like, because this is basically like the climax of the movie. Is going down. Whatever happened from here is gonna be it. So I was loving the way that Shane was finishing it off with some makeshift weaponry. Like, damn, I got to use my brain. I got to make this store an explosive.
Yeah, it was over the top. It was a lot. But I did like it, though, because it showed him, I guess, as a thinker. He was thinking about what he needed to do to try to create a diversion and, to take out as many people as he could take out. But let me go back to the picture. I did this for a reason. Let me see. Barney Fife all on the floor. He all down low. Look at him. They just look so corny. Like, y'all don't even look like real cops. And I mean, I guess they are real cops.
Like, look at the one in black. Where's your alphabet, sir?
We need to know something. I guess he's probably one of Mendoza people.
Oh, okay. He probably a Mendoza.
They do have real law enforcement with them, though, because they came with Rottweiler.
But they got them revolvers, and what are you doing with that?
Yeah, what you doing with a 6-shooter? My grandmama had a 6-shooter.
Right.
Like, what you doing with that? Look, Barney. That's why I say he like Barney Fife. Look at him.
Look at
really
him.
Barney Fife.
I'm sorry. I know that's proper form. That's how you supposed to hold a gun. But in a movie, you ain't about to shoot nothing holding no gun like that. Ain't nobody scared of you.
at the all. Nobody, sir. Nobody. So yeah, but I did like this scene of him, created a version, and the way he took the guy's gun and he was like, "Thank you," and then he laid him out, filled him up with bullets. So he ends up running to a dead end, and Rottweiler's like, bring in the dogs. So we got White Power Man. I don't know his name, running with the dog. So he was like, oh shit. And he was like, think. And he started singing, oh, nope, let me do it. It's a question. It's a question. Shame is afraid of dogs. What song did he sing to them? Anybody know what song he sang?
And it wasn't Who Let the Dogs Out.
It definitely was not. Anybody knows? There you go, Monique.
Mama,
yes, ma'am.
Coming through, right.
Yep. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. All dogs on the left. Say, ooh, ooh. And the dog say, ooh, ooh. And dog say, ooh, ooh.
That was so hilarious.
He was trying to get the dogs to act right. And then he, ended up getting a trash chute to fall on the guy. And he started singing, one that I met a manita.
Like, baby, no.
I'm like, no.
It's not any song. It ain't any song.
That's not going to work, sir. It's not going to work. So that dog was latching on him real bad. So he got beat up by the supremacists, and he got mauled by some dogs.
How are
So
you still
we
walking
get to
around?
the point where Angela is in a storage room. Now when she went to the storage room, I don't know because I guess before she got on the escalator, before her mannequin got on the escalator,
Right.
stuck on that part. I got to figure that part out.
When did that?
But
Right.
now she's trying to seduce Rottweiler. She's a little. I'm not gonna call her a bad name, but she has no allegiance to anybody. So I guess she's trying to save herself. So I guess she does have to use her feminine wiles to do this. How did you feel
Basically.
about her and the way she handled this situation and how she took him out?
Yeah, I thought that same thing too, Candy. Like, dang, she down for whoever. But really, she was using, like you said, her feminine wiles. She was using her beauty. She was using what she had to get what she wanted, what she
Mm-hmm.
needed in this case. Like, okay, I know all I got to do is give this fool the thought.
The thought that he
Yeah,
could get some out of me.
and it worked. Like, man, she know that
Yeah,
she is a woman's weakness. Yes, she
yeah,
was down for herself no matter what.
very much so. She
A
had no
man's
allegiance to
weakness, my bad. Yeah, she was a man's weakness.
nobody. Mm-hmm. She said Roth Miller could have used some. She sure did. You could have used some pee.
He
Some
definitely
coochie.
could have used them. He might have started acting right.
Right, because he was a whole bi this whole movie. He was I don't know what to say about him. So Peaches did not go to the car as she was advised by Shane, and she ends up turning on the water, and of course Mendoza. He probably saw her long before then. He ends up getting her, and now, do you remember what she said to Shane on this part? I mean, what she said to
No,
Mendoza?
something about his face.
Mm-mm.
No.
Here's the boyfriend. He gonna kick your ass. Here's my boyfriend. Now what? Now what you gonna do? Now what? And Shane was
Yeah.
like, she was like, oh,
What was tripping me out so bad was his hair. The way that Mendoza snatched her up by her little hair after it got all
yes. I'm
fluffed
like, she
up.
got
I
about a
was like,
teaspoonful.
right. Stop pulling on Peach's hair like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so yeah.
She was ready to claim shame though, quick.
Yeah. He is. He gonna kick your ass. He is. You want my boyfriend? You want him boyfriend is? There you go. There you go. He right here. I said, oh Lord. Shane looking at her like, shut the
Like,
hell
really?
up, because I
Like,
can't fight
dang.
like that.
Because I told you to stay in
And
the
he ended up
car.
getting right. I'm like, why he keep telling her to go in the car? So they end up get into it, and of course he takes Mendoza out via the fight. But Angela was the one that put that piece of lead in him.
And why it make his eyes go cross?
I guess everything he lost functions. So everything was going
Right.
down.
That hit that right.
The
Oh,
back got the
Lord.
back.
He was shutting down.
Right, Monique. Space and opportunity. Remember space and opportunity? Yeah, she was too funny. So yeah, Mendoza was taken out by Angela, which that's not what they wanted, but that was the best thing because he would have came back some kind of way. He would have got out of jail some kind of way, like
Right.
Milo on
For real. Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown. Like you would have got out and started some more chaos and confusion. So that was the best thing for him to be unalive. So the little moccasin and Angela get to getting it because that's what she called her. You want some of this little moccasin?
Right.
And of course, Angela had got the best of her, but Peaches ended up taking her out and laying her down. And she ended up going to jail, I'm assuming. The white supremacist man, along with the pit bulls, Rottweilers, he on the gurney. He probably got a 3-week stay in the hospital because I know he need to be treated for bruises, internal bleeding, broken bones.
He
might
definitely got
have
some internal trauma.
Right, he got trauma going on, internal and external.
Right.
So we have Nunez coming in, trying to chew shame out about the damage that they've done. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, And who's gonna take this? Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? Do you remember what he said to him about what he did?
Who,
We didn't take no
Shane?
notes. Yeah, because he was like,
Yes,
who's gonna take ownership of this?
right. Who gonna
So,
cut? Yeah, put it on my tab. I don't know. Did he say put it on my tab?
so he was saying, well, yeah, I got a witness. Somebody was in witness protection. We got Mendoza, and they recovered the money. So that's what he was telling him, that yeah, I did that. So
But
okay,
I got
I'll
the
take it.
money. Right.
Right. So you know how people were saying, like, are you gonna, like, they want to take what you did for themselves, like all your hard work.
He
But
wanted
Nunez didn't realize. I guess he didn't realize what had really happened, because he was like, "Who gonna take all this on? Who gonna be to blame for this?" So Shane was like, I'll take the blame. And I did this, that, and the third. Like, I did all these great things that you want. Apparently, you want me to take the blame for it, so I'll take it."
Right.
So they sitting there with their legs crossed, and I think what $15 million was turned in, but he kept five of it.
I would have went on and kept. I mean, that was generous to keep only 5. Yeah, Kendall.
Mm-hmm. And that was one of the questions. How much money did Shane turn in?
He had 5 on it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See, now this part 2 is giving me all about the Benjamins, because when they found them money cases, remember, they didn't turn in all of them. So yeah, I got my good eye on Mr. Ice Cube, taking little bits and pieces from the archives, basically.
Yeah, he sure did. So we now see that Shane and Peaches do. I guess they have a little. I guess they start a relationship, because he was like, "Why do you only let me touch you when you're bleeding or whatever?" And because that's what she said to him earlier in the movie. And I like that for them. And she's a rider. She's his little partner, his little homie, or whatever what people call it. His little boo thing, little, what they call, little whoop de whoop.
Man, it's so many little somethings that people be getting called nowadays, right? I'll be like, wow, what?
Don't call me no whoop de whoop.
Right, not the whoop de whoop with the whoop de wham. No, ma'am.
Oh, but yeah, that is the end of the movie. And let's see, Monique said I would have turned in $5 million and kept the 15. After all they've been through, pay me for my pain. Okay, listen.
And Peaches deserve back pay, so you definitely, Shane.
Question: anybody know how much Peaches made an hour? Because he said it in this part. Anybody know how much Peaches made?
Come on, who know this? Kendall, you know.
Is Kendall still in the building?
She probably still in here. Mo,
how
you know what it was?
Who? Me? Oh, Mo.
I was asking Mo.
You know the movie? Yeah, she does. Yeah, Jaden does.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Nobody knows. $4.45.
I was gonna give her 5.
Not $4.45.
I know it was a different time, but when was that ever okay?
Right, $4.45 an hour in 1993 or 1994. That's crazy. $4.45 an hour.
You can't even buy like one
a box of cereal.
Yeah,
cereal $7. You got to work 2 hours to get a box of cereal.
Just for some cereal. You can't even get the gallon of milk to go with it with the $4.45.
Inflation, gracious. And the shit ain't even that damn good.
It ain't. It just ain't, right.
And it ain't even healthy for you. Yeah, $4.45. So I did enjoy the movie. How did you feel about the movie from then to now? And like, did it translate to you? I mean, did it age well? I'll say that. Did it age well?
Other than like how to come. I think that it translated well. I definitely appreciate it more. It's still just as funny. I think that Only thing would have been some of the stuff that would be getting canceled nowadays, like dropping the Hispanic man off at the supremacist rally. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that scene probably wouldn't have been bad, but any little racial, epithets that could
Undertones
have
and
been
things like
used, yeah, they
that.
probably would not have been able to get through with that. But it
Yeah.
was very advanced for its time, just for like we were saying, them utilizing an actual gay actor, a gay comedian, Wayman in the movie, and possibly a trans lady or somebody dressing up as a woman that was born a man in the movie. Yeah, it was ahead of its time, and I think it, for the most part, aged well.
Yeah, I agree. It aged well. It still stands today. It's appropriate. And it was a rated R movie, but it really wasn't. Other than the cursing,
Right.
they
It
have
was a
any.
cool movie for the most part.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause like I said, my daughter walked in when I was watching it. She saw the part about the money. She didn't see anything else, but um, I mean, she hears people curse. I curse. I just don't like the like a lot of movies nowadays. You can't even let kids watch. Even TV shows, you can't even let kids watch. They just do too much too early, and
right.
they do too much.
Yeah, this was more classy based. The 90s was definitely more classy based when it came to the scenes and stuff in the movie. It was just like very, I say, tasteful. And so now rated R or TVMA, you don't know what they could possibly be showing anything,
Yeah.
anybody parts. Because this movie could have been slapped with the rated R just for that one scene when Jada was going through the hotel room opening up them doors. And
That
it was
is right. That it was a sex scene in the beginning. Okay, Monique. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think it was rated R. Now, I guess that was probably it because of that in the language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was.
Oh, Candy, your mic done died. The green light done went off. Look. She acting like our cousin Rodney, y'all. Microphone dying. But this was definitely a classic. I'm glad that we covered it. You
I'm
back?
back. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you had that other one on deck.
Yeah, it went. Yeah, baby. She did. But yeah, I'm like Rodney. Is this thing on? My mic on?
Right. You got to double check.
Oh Lord. But yeah, it was again a very good movie. It translated well. The LGBTQ community was. Ooh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm yawning. Sorry, and I done slept good part of the day. Ooh, okay. It is 8:30. I'm slow. Yes, Rodney, honey. Rodney the Voice. That's our cousin, y'all. That's our cousin. Rodney the Voice. Please check him out on YouTube. Rodney the Voice. THA the Voice. But yes. Anything else you want to say, Aries, about the movie or anything that you got coming up?
Definitely loving this movie, loving all of the 90s movies that we have decided to take on and recap because yes, so far we 2 for 2. Boys in the Hood was bomb. This recap of Shame was definitely just like legendary. Loving it. I can't wait to do more of these. So that's what I got coming up, y'all. Make sure that y'all be on the lookout for more 90s movie recap with me and Candy, as well as us going to court. Y'all know we're gonna have to go to court on these fools. We still minding other people's business, and I got that Sunday smoke session. So make sure that y'all are tapping in for all of the above.
Amen. And we appreciate it. And thank you. So yes, Inga and I are going to be embarking on chartering new territory, and I am not looking forward to it. Because I don't like arguing with people. I said I will never do reality TV. I said I would never do it because I don't like talking about real people. And this television show that me and her are going to be recapping has hella followers, and I ain't got time.
And they ignorant too, Candy, because I seen the
Love
thumbnail.
and Marriage Huntsville season.
Yes.
8. So if you all don't know about Love and Marriage Huntsville, please go and check it out. It's on OWN. The fan base is ridiculous. It's worse than Power.
Yes.
It's worse than Power.
Ooh.
It's worse than Power.
It's worse than Potomac.
Yeah. It's worse than any Housewife fan base. It's worse than Power fan base. Yeah, it's bad. And it's a reality TV show, so I guess that's why. I don't know, but I don't get into it like that. I'm just going to watch the show and report on what I see whatever time Carlos King puts it on my TV. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about nothing on the social media, nothing on YouTube. Right. I'm just going to talk about from them 60 minutes, what's in that 60 minutes. I'm not adding nothing else because I'm not doing it. Because them people will send you.
I'm gonna have to come over there and windmill in the comments then, because I know that they're gonna be trying to come for you and Inga Binga, and no.
Yes.
And no, not on my watch.
Okay.
They're gonna be all talking about, so you must think that you must like the Scott brothers. You already know that there's gonna be a sides taking time.
Yeah. You're not a millimeter. No, I'm not a millimeter. I'm an ever-meter. I'm a candy meter. I'm me.
Right.
I'm my children meter. That's what I am. Right. I'm not a millimeter, but we have to do that over here because I've been without a whole rabbit hole fussing about these people already. And I told Inga from 8 to 9, whatever happened in them 60 minutes, that's all I'm talking about. I don't want nothing else because I ain't got time for these people. They are toxic. Yes, Monique, no, they are terrible. Yeah, they are terrible.
Mo said, "Oh my, yes, toxic fan base."
Yes, they are. Oh, it's a succubus. It's a succubus. Yeah. But so Aries and I will be back with you all hopefully tomorrow. I'm not sure. She's not even in her state right now. She's in another state. So
I'll be back though. I'll get back at yeah, we'll talk about it after we cut, and I'll tell you I should be back. Yep.
Okay. So we should, if not tomorrow, then y'all see us next weekend with another hot one, and that'll be it. And anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
No, just shout out to everybody for pulling up and checking it out. Make sure that y'all hit the replay if you just now catching the live, and start this thing from the beginning. Okay.
Oh yeah. Hashtag Rottweiler. If you watched all the way through to the end, hashtag Rottweiler. Hashtag Peaches. What else?
Wayman. Hashtag Wayman.
Hashtag Wayman. Yes. So if you all watch to the end, thank you. Put hashtag replay game, and we're gonna be out. See you all later.